Janice, and this is my chem video. So my topic is that gases are important for human survival and recreation through their use in scuba and deep sea diving. So let's start.
Scuba diving stands for self-contained underwater breathing apparatus diving. They rely heavily on breathing gases. Safe breathing gas have three essential features. They must contain sufficient amount of oxygen, they must not contain harmful gases, and they must not become toxic when being breathed at high pressure. Effects of breathing high-pressure gas include decompression sickness, nitrogen narcosis, and oxygen toxicity. Scuba diving gases and gases used for deeper dives include air, nitrox, hydrolox, and hydrox. Professional use breathing gases include pure oxygen, trimix, heliair, and heliox. Next, I will show you a video of how trimix is made and why it is very popular.
Divers must first take courses to learn how to dive deeper than usual, using a special mix of gases called trimix. It's called trimix because by reducing the amount of the two main atmospheric gases, they are supplemented by non-toxic helium. This mix guarantees safety from nitrogen narcosis and helps maintain complete clarity of thought.
Some suitable gases used in breathing gases include oxygen, which must be present, and depending on how deep you want to dive, the oxygen pressure or the oxygen concentration varies. Nitrogen, which is the cheapest and most common breathing gas used for diving. Helium, neon, and hydrogen are all rarely used because they're very expensive and have a lot more potential dangers. Unsuitable individual breathing gases include argon, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and hydrocarbons, since they can cause serious injuries to your body. Some effects of breathing high-pressure gases include nitrogen narcosis, which have similar effect to alcohol intoxication, decompression sickness, which effects varies from joint pains, rashes, as serious to paralysis and death, and oxygen toxicity, which includes twitching of hands, difficulty in breathing, and blurry eyesight. Next, I'll show a video mimicking decompression sickness.
With a vacuum pump and a beaker of water, we can dramatically relate Henry's law to decompression sickness. The water in the beaker is saturated with air at ambient pressure, much like a diver who becomes saturated at depth. When the vacuum pump is turned on, the pressure on the water drops, much like the pressure change as a diver ascends towards the surface. As the pressure drops, bubbles seemingly begin to form out of nowhere. As the pressure in the jar continues to fall, the saturated air continues to come out of solution. If this were a diver, decompression sickness would result. Using the same process, watch how gelatin, a substance similar to tissue, reacts to the fall in ambient pressure. Bubbles grow in the gelatin as the pressure continues to fall. If the vacuum pump is turned off and the pressure restored, such as in recompression, the bubbles instantly disappear as the gas redissolves into the gelatin.
The breathing gases react in your body just like normal air would. Therefore, the chemical equation would be the same equation as cellular respiration. How does the knowledge of scuba diving apply to other areas? The same artificial gases used in scuba or deep-sea diving can also be used in recompression chambers, submarines, spacesuits, spacecraft, and anesthetic machines. Technological products and safety concerns regarding scuba diving including the rebreather. There are two types of rebreathers, including closed circuit and open circuit. This is a closed circuit rebreather. It includes a counter lung, which is something that would mimic your lungs capacity, which creates a constant airflow, and the manual valve, which allows you to control the flow of two different gases, but it is usually not recommended since it is dangerous. The exhaled gases are directed through the carbon dioxide scrubber, which is a canister full of carbon dioxide absorbent, such as a form of soda lime, which removes CO2 from the gas mixture and leaves oxygen and other gases available for rebreathing. This is a open circuit rebreather. It includes a regulatory valve, which is number 22 in the red box, which helps adjust the pressure of the air, of whatever air you're breathing, allowing it to flow into the mask, and then a second one would reduce the pressure furthermore to just above atmospheric pressure, making it easier for the diver to breathe. A compressed gas cylinder is a pressure vessel used to store gases above atmospheric pressures. The transportation of high-pressure gas is regulated by many different governments. The information are printed onto the cylinder, including type of cylinder, workplace, service, serial number, etc. And the gas cylinder have a stop-angle valve at the end of the top, which act as the switch. Cylinders are usually long and narrow and have a flat bottom. They also have neck rings or protective collar, in case the cylinder falls, causing the valve to break off, which would be bad since the gas would start to leak. Textbook connections I have made are that all compressed cylinder must comply with the Canadian Transport Commission regulations. The containers must be tested every 5 to 10 years, and there are pressure relief valves on cylinder which allow the valve to open if pressure inside the gas cylinder increases to a dangerous level. Gas cylinders should never be stored near electric circuits or any other ignition source. MSDS sheets must be available, and all cylinders should and must be clearly labeled with WMS warning signs. Benefits of scuba diving include they help us discover more historic events and further along scientific researches. Of course, the obvious one would be recreational diving, which provide enjoyment to a lot of people. Also, underwater photography is another benefit, which opens up a whole new category of art and show us a different view of the world. Risk of scuba diving includes that it is 96 times more dangerous than driving an automobile. Also, diving have a lot of potential dangers that were mentioned throughout the whole video, include that breathing high pressure gases can have a lot of side effects, and other dangers include natural disasters such as shark attack, and no proper training or equipment can lead to serious injury or death. Next, I'll show you a video about a shark accident.
Pros at taking tourists deep sea diving. The big attraction? Nurse sharks. Nurse sharks hang out mostly in shallow water, and they're considered the most tolerant of humans. To attract these creatures, Dave takes down a bucket of food.
The sharks come in because of the food, and then the people get to interact with them.
And for those who really want to get up close and personal, they offer something far more daring.
They can hug the shark, they can sometimes kiss the shark.
Kissing sharks on the belly was Dave's specialty. He'd flip the shark over, take out his regulator, and plant one right on its stomach. But Dave's luck is about to change. The shark catches Dave off guard and bites back. Now its massive jaws are locked on Dave's mouth. A nurse shark has extremely strong jaws with thousands of razor-sharp serrated teeth. But unlike other sharks, which take bites out of their prey, a nurse shark grabs it with its teeth and never lets go. Dave is lucky. This shark let go. Its upside-down position did not allow the shark to bite with full force at a direct angle. Otherwise, Dave would not have been able to free himself from its knife-like teeth. Dave was rushed to Miami doctor Michael Kelly. The doctor knew immediately Dave was in serious trouble. His upper lip was severed from his face and hanging on by a thin piece of skin. It takes 285 stitches to put Dave's mouth back together. But he survives, and you can't even see the scar.
When the shark bit my lip, it bit pretty hard.
Dave believes the nurse shark never meant to hurt him. He says it was this moment, right here, that may have caused the shark to attack.
What I imagine happened is that instead of having the shark upright as usual, I had it upside down. With it upside down, it probably couldn't see that I wasn't food, and it just mistook my lip for a piece of fish.
Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned a lot.